Okay, so doing selection in Python, dead simple. We just use this if statement, and within this if statement, what happens is we have what's known as a conditional. You've got to think of a conditional as a bit like a question that's being asked. So we're basically saying, is the value on the left equal to the same as the value on the right? And if it is, what it's going to do is it's going to run this code. Okay, and I can prove it. There we go, 5 is equal to 5. And that's it. Now the problem is though that we can't really hardcode variable values like this in a program because you don't get any control over the program basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how to do this a bit more sensibly. And let's have x and y. And I'm just going to end the sequence up here. Okay, I'm going to have a number typing in. And then one line down, I'm going to have another variable for y. And what this means is that it will prompt me, it will ask me to actually type in a value when I run it. So if I type 5 in, and I type 5 in, it recognises that 5 is equal to 5. If I type 6 in and a 5, it does nothing because the program doesn't have anywhere to go if x and y don't have the same value. Right, what you can do though is you can pop one of these things in called an else. And I'm just going to put here this cool little thing. That exclamation mark actually means not. So it's not equal to. And that's what I'm basically saying. So if I said 6 and 5, 6 is not 5. And what you'll look at here is you'll see that it's only actually ever possible to run this line of code or this line of code. It's not possible to actually run both. Now, obviously what that means is it gives us a bit more flexibility in the program because you can create little programs that respond to the user input and do things and make decisions based upon it. Let's just go for another one here as well. We can actually add what's known as an elif in. What this means is that it'll do something different if x is not equal to y. It'll skip over this one. But what it can do then is it can also decide if x is less than y. And again, we've got this less than here, and then y. And then we can put another elif in. You can put as many elifs in as you need. No prizes for guessing, greater than. And of course, this time when I run it, I've got a bit more flexibility with what the program will do. So if I do 10 and 11, you can see it's less than. If I run it again, I do it 11 and 10, you get greater than. And as I said, it's really that simple. You can also add more things in there, so you're not just stuck on one. If you wanted to put more print statements, or if you wanted to you can actually even do another if inside an if, and it can get quite big. I'm not going to show you nesting yet, but that's the basic logic. Now, as you will see, each time we run this here, it can only select one of these branches. It can't do more than one of them. That's why it's called selection. It's selecting which section of code to run. What does happen though, no matter what, is after the code is run, it carries on with the sequence outside of it. And you'll see here, if I put this crazy little I'm escaped in and run it again, 5 and 5 does the 5 equals to 5. I've escaped, run it again. So it always leaves afterwards. So the program just doesn't simply terminate after it's run one of these pieces of selection. It carries on. You can make it do other things, other program, other if statements if you want. So it's really, really that simple. If statement is selection in Python.